your initiations, like if you're playing against an Omni Knight, if you're playing against a Dazzle, heroes that can save, don't want to deal with that, then, you know, silence is a very common pickup.
10
You
seconds
commit the
remaining.
global silence, you initiate with the slaughter, and then suddenly the Dazzle is not
Dire
going to be
team's turn to
doing
pick.
that much in the crucial fights. You can still get those fast and quick kills that you so desperately want to. Double Dimension in the meantime to pick up the Ember Spirit next. Mid lane Pudge will get picked
Radiant
up as well.
team's turn to
That's a
pick.
lot of melee heroes inside of Double Dimension, maybe a little bit too much melee department, especially considering they're playing against a Centaur as well as an Earth Spirit. Not really the best case to have a lot of melees. I guess Ember Spirit could maybe be a little bit, you know, not necessarily a melee
10
hero,
seconds
since all you
remaining.
really do is go in, use Searing Chains, and then you go away. Same thing for the Pudge, you hook people
5
to
seconds
use, so
remaining.
yes, in some ways you can call them like spell-casting melee heroes or whatever you want to call it, but it is still not any range
Dire
heroes.
team ban.
But curious, and Team Empire, they now once again go for the Terrorblade for Chappie, so 1 versus 5 killing machine AFK farming hero of the day is going to be the Terrorblade, and well, he played a very good Terrorblade last game, did a lot of work, got a lot of farm,
10 seconds
and carried
remaining.
the team in the later stages. Plus, Terrorblade is an amazing pickup against Lifesteal.
5
You have
seconds
the
remaining.
Grave to combo with the Terrorblade, so you can always get a good Sunder off, and Terrorblade is one of the heroes that is
Reserve
normally
time.
considered, like, once you get to the mid game, it heavily counters the Lifesteal, because you do so much damage to him. The Sunder completely destroys him in most cases if you don't have a lot of stuns on your team, and once you get the Scotty, the lifesteal usually just stops doing anything, like whatsoever. Like, it fits well with the Centaur Warden as well, so you can get some chasing power, and once the axe is online again on the Centaur, then the Terrorblade's life becomes so much easier. The Earth Spirit as well, always nice to see Earth Spirit roll around, maybe try and
Radiant
pressure
team
the
ban.
Ember Spirit in the mid lane a little bit. They still haven't shown their own mid hero on the side of Empire, and playing against the Ember Spirit means that they probably want to try and get something that can kill him with the Earth Spirit. So we'll see. The FN Magnus got banned out as well.
10
They don't want to
seconds
let
remaining.
Team Empire get almost same sort of draft as
5
last game.
seconds
You know, an
remaining.
initiation off laner, some defensive supports as well as an aggressive one, Terrorblade, and then the Magnus in the
Reserve
mid lane.
time.
Can buff him up. So well, at least take away the Magnus. They moved that and watched the last series, so they know what to expect the Terrorblade, and they know what they want in the mid lane from FN. Empire, in the meantime, their ban is going to be a target for the off lane, I would imagine. The thing is, are you actually worried about an offlane here right now, or are you worried about the starter being offlane and then double damage to pick up a short here? I think I'm more worried about a potential disruptor pickup right now, because I feel like disruptor against Terrorblade, Earth Spirit, like against all of these heroes inside of Empire, in a teamfight situation, he can really screw things up, because so far Team Empire, that teamfight looks very strong. There's a limited amount of stuns on the side of Double Dimension. They have, you know, Searing Chains, they have the Slitherwing Crush from the Slaughter, they have the Dismember, the Hook mini stun, and indeed,
Radiant
the
team's
Disruptor
turn
does
to
get
pick.
banned out. As I feel like it's very likely that you don't pick up an offlane in the situation from Double Dimension, and you just go for a very strong support hero like the Disruptor who can win the team fights. That is going to be the night. Empire now, their last
10
hero, the
seconds
mid hero.
remaining.
Let's see if the Invoker is available. If they go for that, they have
5 seconds
no,
remaining.
they have okay setup for the Sunstrike. They have the Centaur Stomp, and they have the Boulder Smash / the roll from the Earth Spirit. So
Reserve
it's
time.
okay, it's not too bad. And if not, then let's see. FNE played Magnus last time. So maybe a player that likes to play those unusual heroes. Shadow Fiend is most likely not going to be the thing. Just because, you know, sure, you win the matchup against Ember Spirit in the mid lane, but do you really want to have a Shadow Fiend and a Terrorblade, two greedy farming heroes? Plus, you're playing against Lifesteal, who very easily yummy kills the Shadow Fiend. So, let's see. What is the pick going to be? What would a counter be to the Ember Spirit anyways? If not, like Shadow Fiend, sure, he lanes well. Invoker should lane pretty well as well. I mean, you can go for Quaswix if you want to, and burn his Flame Guard, no problem. Yeah. Other heroes than that, let's. Templar Assassin is not too bad. A Troll War.
Dire team's turn to pick.
Here we've seen more and more lately. Not a bad hero either. Maybe not the best matchup in the world against the Ember Spirit in the mid lane. Just because it's a kind of low HP hero, and the one weakness that Trollwater has is that he's very low HP, and he very easily gets blown
10
up by like
seconds
heavy
remaining.
magic damage or heavy physical damage. So that might be a problem once the Ember
5
Spirit hits
seconds
level
remaining.
6, but At the same time, the Troll Wall does do a lot of damage himself, and the Battle Trance with the Terrorblade, that's another way that they can buff that Terrorblade. Like they had the Magnus in the last game, this time they have the Terrorblade who can make sure that, well, what's it called, the Troll Wall, who can just, you know, he clicks on and suddenly Terrorblade with his Metamorphosis is up and running. He does a lot of damage very, very quickly, so that's going to be frightening as the game goes on. I always love to see Terrorblade when you have a secondary hero who can really abuse that ultimate well as possible, like Terrorblade, a Draw Ranger, and like sometimes maybe a Sven could be an option as well. Lifesteal is also a great hero that can abuse it, but the Lifesteal plus Throw Wall just doesn't really fit that well together. So that happening. Legion Commander now will be the final pickup from the side of Double Dimension. They go for an offlane here in the end. That is going to be the 5th melee hero to end the draft. 4 strength heroes on the side of Double Dimension. But, well, once the Disruptor got banned out, the support hero impact kind of got numbed a little bit. So, picking up an off would be good against the Legion. Gives them that many stuns available on that team, and well, Legion Commander good against a Troll Wall, very low HP here. Like I said, his one weakness is how low HP he is. So once the Legion gets a Blade Mill up and running, that is going to be a good way to deal with a Troll Wall, and also the Terrorblade. You can pop the illusions early game very easily with the overwhelming odds, and purge away the slows. You can purge away the stun from the Centaur, for example, as well. So yeah, I like it. I like the Legion. It's not a bad pickup. It feels like overall the Double Dimension draft is maybe a little bit not synergistic. They have so many melee heroes, and it feels like, you know, how do you set up for each other? I like Pudge, but I only like Pudge if you have a setup for the hook, and I feel like in this situation they don't really have the best setup. They have the Crush. If you like run in with Always Wanna Fly, you get a Crush off, then you can maybe go for a hook. Same thing with the Searing Chains, but I usually want to see some more, like, you know, some heroes who can do that a little bit better, like a Shadow Demon who can disrupt someone, set up for a Rod initiation from the Pudge, or Rubik who can lift him into position, or CM who can root him with the Frostbite or something along those lines. We'll see if they can make it work. Alright, the Horn going on. Let's see how the wards is coming along. We do have a Double Dimension WellPlay 4 down here, and a deep ward placed from the side of Team Empire in the bottom area. We do have just a, well, actually wards on the exactly same position. I'm sure that I didn't see if like one team was smoked and the other one was not, but I imagine that one team knows that the other one has a ward there and will take that away at some point. Kind of interesting how they have a ward exactly same. But that's a little bit scary, honestly. That's a little bit scary. Team Empire in the mid lane, we do have the Earth Spirit in position. The Pudge is sitting behind the Ember Spirit, most likely knowing that this Earth Spirit is going to try and cause some issues. The Starter is also in the mid lane. He tries to go for the Courier Snipe. Is going to be successful doing so. He will skill up his Guardian Sprint, actually. Pretty interesting commitment. That does mean that he's not really going to be able to do anything to begin with, since he doesn't have his Crush available, but it did secure the Courier kill. He wanted to make sure that if they were quick enough to micro the Courier, then it would be taken down either way, and Courier kill is always great. You only take away the style from the enemy team, but it's roughly like 700 gold that you give to your whole team in total, so it is always a very, very good thing to get a Courier kill. Everyone gets like, what, 150 gold, so it's a lot of gold given to your team. The 750 gold, that's easy money, right? In the meantime, let's see bottom lane. The mid also got popped by Chappie to begin with, as he wanted to just get that level 1 pressure going, as and just zone away the Legion Commander. He is pushing the creep wave in the meantime, as will get his level 2 for pretty much free here. He's waiting for the creeps to come to him. In the meantime, King Ah, he is pulling in the backlines, trying to take some creeps away. He only managed to pull 2 of them, so I'm not sure this is enough to maintain control of the creep wave, but they will try their very best. In the meantime, Always Wanna Fly, and the Pudge is in the bottom lane. They're ready to go in again. The Starter does not have his Crush available. He's still not level 2, so it's all about the Pudge doing work here, and the Illusion is going to block any kind of attempt to go for a hook from the Pudge. So Chappie, he's going to say no thank you, I'm not going to take this this little attempt here. But in the meantime, he's going to go for the Bounded Rune Snatch, as he does not want to let the Starter get that. If you can deny the Starter's level 2 as long as possible, then you can make his life a little bit miserable. He does get his level 2 now, though, as he's leeching a little bit from the Legion Commander in the meantime. And the Pudge. And then, did he actually pick up the rune? No one picked up the... I guess 8 or something? Sure. Goes to get in the top lane, level 3 right now, playing up against this lifesteal. Like I said, this is a one-on-one that's kind of struggling to be playing as a Centaur Warner. You can, to an extent, lane against the Legion, against the lifesteal. You can get some lasts, but you can see even as a one-on-one, you only have 8 lasts on the center. You're not having free farm. The lifesteal is having completely fine a time. He's free farming himself, so they're having a lot of freedom in the meantime on the map inside of Double Dimension as the 2 support heroes. They are roaming around everywhere trying to cause some issues for the side of Empire. They go into the mid lane. Troll Warner's going to be a little bit in trouble. Does go for that mischance with the Whirling Axes. That is maybe going to be enough. As always, want to fly. He's going to be taken up potentially. No, the bottle will save his life. Bashke, he is in the sidelines. He does have his roll available, but he does not want to go for a roll in case it misses. Then he would be in a situation where he just goes and dies. See? And the mid lane is now going to try and pull a little bit, just be a little bit pesky. Go for that mid lane creep hook so you can pull away some creeps and get a little bit of farm in the jungle in the meantime. Not a bad thing to do. If not a bad thing, we'll deny a little bit of farm from the troll wall in the mid lane. So they're just trying to pressure this guy as much as possible. They do not want FN to have a good game. And in the meantime, FN will probably just go back, use the shrine, and then jungle a little bit if necessary. Top lane, Mipashka's in position as well. Does have a double damage rune available on this Earth Spirit, but I'm not sure they want to go and crystallize on the lifesteal. That is probably the where you cannot kill. Maybe it's a little bit better to go and always want to fly if anything. Bottom lane, Legion Commander always also level 4. Actually out farming the Centaur as well. This is how surprising it is. He's playing 1 versus 2 and he's managing to out farm the Centaur who's 1 versus 2. That kind of tells a little bit about this matchup. It's not a lot of fun. Centaur Sile is not a very tanky hero. He only has 4 base armor, so that's why he doesn't really survive that well against the lifesteal in a one-on-one matchup. FN picked up an Iron Talon and now he's just resided in the jungle, continuing his path down there, bottle crowing a little bit to make sure he can maintain his mana control as well. And everything is good. But as well as the start in the meantime is smoked up. They're sitting in the mid lane trying to get something done, waiting for the troll wall to show himself, but he's just not doing it. They know that the 2 support heroes is trying to be a little bit pesky on the map, so will not allow them to get any value because of that. In the meantime, will be run down by Always Wanna Fly, but he's already done with that camp and he will walk himself away. He will go for a little taunt just to, you know, get the exit up and running. Nice move there. He will pick up the Tranquil Boots in the base in the meantime. And I guess, well, the 2 teams are just pretty much back to farming. Double Dimension, they currently have a 1,000 net worth lead, as their offlaners do a lot better than the Centaur Warrior and the Legion Commander 10 lasts ahead. And the Ember Spirit is also doing very well in the mid lane. He will get in trouble, he will go for a crush, he will survive now, the will going to be able to escape from emergency. They will go in, they will try and hook the from the punch, and yep. He will just stand still. He's like, okay, hook me. I'm standing still, I'm not moving. Please survive, please save me. We'll do just that. Lane, he is level 6, so it's a little bit too late for the Earthspirit to try to kill attempt guy, and he's just going to sit himself back. He doesn't even want to bother. The Lifesteal in the meantime in the top lane is level 6 of the Centaur run. Just jungling for now, very close to his own level 6 if he wants to pick up the boundary rune, and then he's going to be a step closer. Once he's level 6, it's going to be a little bit easier for him to put some pressure on the Lifesteal in the lane, because then you always have that defensive stampede available. Happy in the meantime, level 6 on his Terrorblade as well, does have his trip complete. He's moving towards an Aquila pickup so you can have some mana sustain, and we haven't really seen him try and pressure this lane too much. He's used the Metamorphosis once, but since this Legion is causing a lot of issues, there's not really much else happening. The Terrorblade. Alright, I was gonna say the Troll Wall of just using his ultimate, but you know, it's a scary thing. It's like something you're like, oh, someone is shouting on the map. It's a global spell being used, but it's just because you use it to farm Ancient. You know, efficiency, value, it's a 30-second cooldown, so you might as well use it whenever you're just AFK farming in a bit difficult position. When else is AFK farming in a difficult... A bad thing to use. Wall is also a hero that actually farms surprisingly fast in the jungle. I mean, if you take a look at the last hits, considering he had not the best time in the world against Ember Spirit, he's been having a good time so far. Always Wanna Fly. We'll take a little bit of damage from Ghosting in the meantime. Chappy will TP into position. DP out comes out from the side from the punch in the meantime. Always One Fly is going to be rolled on. Always One Fly maybe a little bit into it. One more hit is all they need, but they do not get the hit off. As Undershock, he will go in, he will get that steering chains off to stop the hit animation, and that is going to be enough to keep the people alive on the side of Double Dimension. They do not lose anyone. Team Empire, they made a lot of rotations in the meantime. They committed the Metamorphosis from Terrorblade on Happy, so a lot of commitment from the side of Team Empire without any value being gained. They use Stampeders, but they need to be a little bit careful for the next 60 seconds. The Legion Commander, he's having a free farm while this is happening. He's rushing towards his armlet pickup with face boots already completed. He only needs about 500 more gold to complete his armlet, so this is going to be a very good game for Super Pro as long as he can, you know, get that armlet up and running as fast as possible and then turn the armlet into early dual kills. As he's been having a perfect lane for himself. That's like probably the best lane that you can imagine. He's actually the most found here in the game, the Legion Commander off lane. The Lystil quickly following him, also moving close towards his armlet. The Ember Spirit is also having a good time, trying to get his Veil up and running as fast as possible. And in the meantime, Chapter will move down to the bottom lane again, farming where he left off. Or goes for his ultimate, tries to do a bit of damage, maybe a little bit in trouble in the meantime. Great, what's called duel comes out from the Legion Commander, tries to get a kill on the Dazzle, but Dazzle does have a Grave available. We'll go for his Elf Grave in the meantime. The Troll does get killed, and looks like King Owl will be the next casualty as they will kill him without any worries. Dazzle just tries to shoot out a couple of spells before dying, so you're going to lose, do a little bit of damage onto the push, but he will do that on the side of Empire. As I mentioned, they're actually having a very good start, so despite them having 3 losses in the regional qualifiers so far and only 1 victory, this is looking very good against one of the top teams so far going into the, well, what's it called, playing around in the qualifiers, having 4 victories already on the side of Team Empire. They're having a bad game so far. Not having the best start in the world. They're 4,000 net worth behind, and Double Dimension, they're not looking to take any breaks. They're still not really at the biggest moments of glory. The starter, obviously nowhere near his playing right now. He's going to get a little bit annoying against Chappy. Get a couple of hits onto him. Chappy will go for a TP away. Doesn't care. He's like, well, okay, you stunned me. I'm just gonna, you know, walk away. Bye-bye. Alright, looks like the Legion Commander in the bottom lane, he's kind of difficult to push into, so Chappy, he made the decision that since the starter's in the bottom area, let's just TP to the top lane, try and pressure the tower. In the meantime, they do have the Metamorphosis available, so this is what they want to do. They want to take the first tower off the game, and it makes sense. You have a Terrorblade, you need to get those early towers. In the meantime, Super Pro and the Legion Commander will trade the bottom tower. A 1-for-1 tower trade is fine, as the bottom tower was already so low. In the meantime, Double Dimension, they're TPing it. They want to defend this as much as possible. They have the transform available. Undershock goes in on the Embers, but they get a jump 2-man steering chains. Looks like the Terrorblade is just not going to start off in time. As the Grave comes out to keep the Spirit alive for a little while longer, he will try and go for the TP back home. He will survive. So they actually live on 1 person, but the Terrorblade as well as the Dazzle does drop down. As Double Dimension, again, they get 2 more kills. They don't lose anything, and it just feels like they're in complete control of this game so far. They're playing around Team Empire everywhere on the map. They're winning the fights, and they're taking the better tower trades. They have 1 tower down the bottom lane, and now they can take the tier 1 tower on the top lane as well as Ghosting. He might be in position to try and do something if they TP in and defend it, but no Metamorphosis, so it's very unlikely that they can do anything to defend this tower, especially because there's so many heroes bashing it in the face. The armlet is now completed on the Legion Commander as well, so double armlet. Blink will come online soon enough, as they only need about 1,500 more gold before that is done and dusted. They always want to fly starter as well, sitting on 1,000 gold, so double blink could come online like around 15-16 minutes on the side of Double Dimension. Once they have those 2 blinks up and running, I don't know what you do on the side of Team Empires. If they don't get any kills before that, or if they don't get a lot of farm in the meantime waiting for those blinks to be up and running, I feel like the fight is going to be so much easier for Double Dimension to win. And they're already winning them now, so if they can win them now, they can definitely win them once the blinks is completed. Double Dimension keep themselves grouped up. They now go for the mid-tier 1 tower as well. They're much stronger than Empire right now. They know that. Empire, they are very clearly understanding this as well. They will just ditch them. They will give up the towers. A lot of net worth being given away to the enemy team. Another Dazzle in the lane gets jumped on, gets killed as a dual victory comes out from the Legion Commander as well. So 2nd dual victory of the game. That is a very sad death. You get hooked straight in the face. And, well, probably the most amazing way to die as a Dazzle right there. Team Empire. Just the 5th kill of the game. Right. Oh, let's see. Ghosting in the meantime, he's sitting on 1600 gold, probably trying to finish up a ENG as fast as possible so he can go for some. Not happening.
Are those cracks in Dire's top tower?
Dominator's completely on the throw wall as well. He's trying to go into that Sanjin Yasha build most likely afterwards. Just as many stats as possible to keep this throw wall alive. Now also gonna fly goes in, gets the crush off, goes to get him in, goes in for Stampede, and looks like the slaughter is maybe a little bit too far away. He cannot beat this. He's trying to get a little bit of vision up and running, but he will be punished straight away as FN as well as Ghostic on that Centaur. They will get that one quick kill. They will not let this one just go in and crush people up and then walk away. That's not happening. Not this time. Not this time. Up in the meantime, in the bottom, maybe a little bit of trouble to the pro. He does have his blink available. He'll go in. He'll try and get the blink kill. Let's see. Terabyte dropping down very low. Does have his stun available. This might be a little bit too much for Super Pro as he will be blinked up. In the meantime, Metamorphosis comes out. He goes for the reflection as well. The Legion Commander maybe a little bit of trouble. They need the slow as well. As committing the Metamorphosis, not getting the kill. That's not going to be a good trade-off as Chappie will now TP to the top lane. Wants to use that Metamorphosis for something. In the meantime, the Dazzle is going to be crushed up on the tower. They know that King is going to be alone for now. He does have his grave available, but he does get it off as the hook comes out from the push, and he will be taken down. Amazing setup for the hook champion. In the meantime, is going to be farming the jungle. Up lane is going to be pushed out by Team Empire. In the meantime, looks like they want to try and trade towers. As mentioned, they're pushing the bottom area. In the meantime, they might try and make a rotation, but they don't have that many TPs available. They can now TP in on Undershock. Best is available. They go in and try to go for initiation. Go for the crush off. Emissary is going to be a little bit in trouble as he will be baited. The Emissary might drop down here as Undershock. It will indeed be taken down. Crystal is going to be the next one being fought up. FNE continues fighting, but maybe a little bit too much to ask for as always going to fly the stars going to be moving into position as well. They will try and keep him alive. FN is going to be taking a lot of damage. He needs the help of this Earth Spirit. He will go for a Boulder Toss as well. Always going to fly. Still does not have his Blink Dagger available. FN very fast here as well. He should be able to get himself out of here, but he needs to continue running. They will try and run him down. The Legion Commander is going to come in from the side. He does have his Blink and cool for the next 7 seconds. The Wilding Axe comes out, and FN he will go for one hit in the face of the starter, and the starter will be taken down now. Legion Commander comes in from the side. He wants to go for the dual victory. FN will pop his ultimate. Will fight up against the Legion Commander. They do have the grave available from the Dazzle, so it looks like Super is going to be a little bit in trouble. He cannot breathe here. He will try and get himself out of here. The Stampede comes out as well. He's going to be very fast on this Legion Commander, but the movement speed will end eventually. The Armor Toggler is going to be keeping him alive. In the meantime, the Earth Spirit will be taken down, so a 1-for-1 trade-off. Slaughter for the Earth Spirit, and looks like Empire, they will only get that one return kill on the Slaughter, lose the Earth Spirit, and well, they wanted to get the Legion Commander as well, but he is still very, very tanky, very farm, so it's very difficult to get a kill on him if you don't get some big stuns on him with the Centaur. Now it goes into the mid lane, tries to get a jump on the punch in the mid lane. He needs to go for the kill just to make sure that the Knight does not come out with a rod. Just waiting with a double edge until the fact that kill him is up and running. And, well, Team Empire, they're fighting themselves back into this game. Instead of having a 7.5k net worth lead, they're now only 5,000 gold ahead on the side of Double Dimension. Ghostic with that blink. He's instantly been using it for a lot of kills. He's now straight up moving towards the Acronym Slippers. If he gets an axe quickly this game, then they can start taking a lot of good fights. That axe is a game changer for sure. On the Centaur now, speaking of happening, the Legion Commander in the bottom lane goes in, finds the Dazzle, and well, easy duel victory as the Legion Commander continues to just get easy kills all over the place. He continues to put pressure, and he's still not having his Blade Mail available. Once that Blade Mail is up and running, it's going to be much more difficult for Team Empire to survive against this Legion Commander's Reckless. Empire still trying to finish up his blink. He's not really been having too much progress towards it so far. They want to go ahead and try and go for Roshan in the meantime. As Empire do really have what it takes to contest this. I do not think they want to contest the Roshan area. They don't have that many blink initiators. They only have the Centaur, and the Centaur's having issues on the sidelines in the meantime. He needs to farm up his academics, so they don't want to take any unusual fights. As well, the Terrorblade Midsmost does a lot of damage, but he's not quite as farmed. He's not farmed enough to take a fight, right? He needs his Mandestal and he needs his BKB before he can take any big fights. So for now, Chabi is just going to try and up his farming game as much as possible. The Troll Waller will push up the top lane in the meantime. Stick. Everyone is just farming. The troll wallet is actually moving towards a Manta style. I guess that's logical this game because you are playing against a lot of things you can play with the Manta. Now Ember's in the mid lane will be jumped on. They actually get the kill on him, and the Puck may be a little bit in trouble as well. As they slow him down, they have another stop available in a few seconds. He will go for the dismember in the meantime. He may get a deny off, but no, he does not get it off. As Ghostic, very nice initiation with that Stampede. They get the kill on the Ember Spirit, and that is much necessary as Team Empire. They have lost the Earth Spirit in the meantime in the bottom area to the Legion Commander. That was another deal victory to the Legion, but they got 2 kills in the meantime. That's nice. A little bit curious that the Lifesteal is the one having the Aegis right now. Sure, the Lifesteal is usually the one you want to siege high ground, but the first Aegis with all of the tier 2 towers still standing, you don't really want to give it to the Lifesteal because you don't need him to be the Aegis carry. You don't need to go high ground right now, so having it on the Ember Spirit would have been a little bit more beneficial. I guess it's kind of hard to say that, oh, the Ember Spirit is going to be picked off now, but either way, it feels like Ember Spirit is like the easier one to kill anyways. It makes sense that he would be the one having the Aegis. And now let's see, the Earth Spirit goes in, tries to put some vision down. Looks like he's a little bit in trouble. He pushes, does go the other way, tries to take away. Stands for always want to fly to get a roll on him. Earth Spirit, oh, it's going to be troublesome. Does he actually get a kill here? Okay, I don't even know what's happening anymore. I actually don't know what's happening anymore. That seems like the most difficult kill in the world to get for the side of double dimension. As Earth Spirit, he goes in, he gets a kill on the Slaughter, which is actually a hero that's worth more than him, so getting some vision down, forcing 4 heroes to fight against him, and he's still got 1 kill on the Slaughter now on the top lane. But here comes Ghost, and he goes in, he gets a crush on onto the Legion Commander. Looks like a troll wall is going to be alive, but only for a second longer, as here comes the cavalry, as Undershocker will go in with the Infest Bomb from the Lifesteal, and the Centaur as well as the troll wall will both drop down. So they tried to bait the Legion Commander a little bit, maybe hope that they could turn it around, but that is not going to be the case, as the Legion will once again survive low HP. He will secure a kill on the troll ward. Yeah, you didn't get a dual kill, but either way, he's still doing so much work on this Legion Commander. Now here comes the hook from the Pudge on the Earth Spirit. Will secure another kill. Alright, Team Empire, they lose 3 heroes in a matter of minutes. Back to the drafting table, as they almost turned around completely the net worth lead from the side of Double Dimension, but now Double Dimension, they're going to be on the road again, as they are now roughly 4,000 gold ahead, and they are a little bit of experience ahead as well. Item-wise, we have the Armlet plus Echo Saber, almost a Desolator complete on the Lifesteal. The Pudge, like he's moving, actually having a casual buckler. Not sure if he's trying to
now rekindled.
I guess he's moving in towards a medallion right now on the mid, and the buckler is just, well, it's just a casual buckler. Gives a little bit of armor to everyone on your team. Ember Spirit in the meantime, Blink and Veil is done on him. Not the greatest amount of farm in the world, but well, sometimes it's that life. Sometimes it's sad. If he does have his, travel boost complete as well. So the next item is going to be the Maelstrom from Legion Commander. Blink, Armor, Playable, Shadow Blade is going to be his next item of choice. The Starter finally finished up his Blink daggers. It's been taking him a long time to finish a 20-minute Blink. You were looking at like a 13, 14, 15-minute Blink dagger earlier, but then suddenly he started dying solo a couple of times. Delayed. He's trying to move in. He has a haste rune complete. He wants to go in and find some sort of initiation. Let's see where they are going to find. The Troll Wall is going to be the target most likely. First Mantis Style complete does have his Helmet Dominate as well. He's moving around. Always want to fly. He can't go in. They go for the crush. They go for the initiation. And the Troll Wall will go for the Mantis Style. We'll get that Stampede as well from the Centaur Warren in the meantime. Ember Spirit goes in, get the steering chains off. They go in. They get the dual victory. And FN will be killed. Nice attempt from Ghostic to keep his friend alive, but either way, FN, he got jumped and he got killed, and they actually got a dual kill, so delaying the death of the Troll Wall actually ended up paying off for the side of Double Dimension because they got the dual damage as well. Very nice. Alright, let's see the Centaur's in position, trying to look for another initiation onto the Ember Spirit. I'll be happening right now. 2,000 gold, 1,000 gold for the first Aghanim is complete. Now the Earth is going to be initiated on, a little bit in trouble. King R and Chab is going to be in the background trying to help as much as they can. Roll comes out from the Earth Spirit. He will be graded up as well. Maybe can't survive the If he TP'd instantly, he may have been able to live, but I guess he expected that the Legion Commander would have been able to duel him, or maybe he was just like, Underchuck is going to be in position to use steering chains, so he accepts the fact that he's going to die as well. Empire, they will lose another hero, and now Double Dimension, after picking up a couple of heroes here and there, they must be trying to look for a push. They do not have the Aegis available anymore on the lifesteal, but either way, it doesn't really feel like that Aegis was doing anything anyways, and it was not going to do anything. They're now trying to look for a jump onto Chappie. Again, very smooth. He might be a little bit in trouble. They go in the backline. They go for the dazzle first. The Grave's not going to come out. Stampede comes out to keep Chappie alive. In the meantime, always one fly is going to be initiated on by Ghost. He gets the kill on him. Like, not going to be the next target. He goes in, gets 2 hits off, and Hook comes out. Earth Spirit, it will be hit. Gets it away on the punch, but that is not going to keep the Earth Spirit alive as he will be killed either way. 2 for 1. Those hooks are pretty much always on point from Punch as well. He's doing very well this game. Very tanky as well. Parablade is the most farmed here in the game right now. 2,000 gold ahead of the Legion Commander as well as the lifesteal. But just the fact that the Legion Commander has so much farm on an offlane position keeps Double Dimension in this game. Here, the Troll World is also scaling. He's moving towards the Diffusional Blade next. Maybe you should think about getting a BKB this game. If he wants to go for some early damage items. Online looks like. The Chappie, he gets a nice Thunder off on the punch. Barely survives that one as he was so low HP. But he will get a return kill on the punch. And now they're maybe looking for more. Shadowblade will be popped on the Legion Commander. He will move himself away. In the meantime, also gonna fly is ready to go for the initiation with the blink if he needs to. But we'll only lose the 1 hero. Almost killed Chappie. Very close to getting the kill on him. I believe he did have... actually, he didn't have a dismember available. It was cancelled. So, unfortunately, Chappie will survive. Double Dimension, they do not get that kill. And now Chappie is going to be 1 step closer to those heavy stat items. The Scout is going to be the next item he wants to complete, and once the Scout is completed, that's what I was talking about in the draft. That is the moment when heroes like the Legion Commander, the lifesteal start struggling, because that attack slow, the movement slow is movement speed slow is very, very annoying. The Grave is still going to be able to keep Chappie alive as long as the Dazzle is not being picked off in the backlines, and well, when you have roughly like 2.5k HP on Parablade, then it is not enough to go for that crush initiation to kill him. Meantime, Double Dimensions working about, still trying to look for the initiations. 25 seconds to go before the infest is available. Let's jump on someone. The fight is moving around in the area. They do have vision of him on the side of Team Empire, but I'm not sure that they want to look for a fight just yet. They need that Scotty completed. They need the next item on the Troll Water as well, as he wants to get that Diffusal Blade up and running. Still not quite sure if the Diffusal is the way to go, but it does give him a tremendous amount of damage. So if he's the one initiating onto the enemy, then definitely the Diffusal Blade is a good way to go. The Academics are just complete on the Centaur Horn as well. 60% damage reduction, that is nothing to laugh at. That will be very, very useful to take the next couple fights. The Dazzle, oh, no items on this side. This is the classic, you know, PPD / puppy Dazzle, just, you know, sitting on no items whatsoever. Such as life, sometimes you just don't have items. Alright, bottom tower is being pushed down in the meantime by Double Dimension. Not really any defense coming out right now. No one wants to take this fight right now on the side of Team Empire. Undershock is moving towards the Radiance is the next big item. Kind of a curious item, but I guess the mischance is always going to be useful against the Terrorblade illusions, and no one has BKBs inside of Empire right now, so you get that value effective.
Someone better help Dire's middle tower.
I mean, it's like, well, either you go for Maelstrom or you go for something like the Radiance, and both items have a good effect against the Terrorblade. The Radiance is just making sure that the Terrorblade doesn't do that much damage against you either because of the mission. Bottom lane, you have the always want to find Fest Bomb plus the punch available to try and go on to Chappie, but Chappie, he's not going to be throwing himself. He will only send a couple of illusions down there, and then he will move his own hero a little bit further away. In the meantime, also Fly is trying to go for a wrap around. He knows that Chappie must be farming somewhere. Look at the Ancients first, and let's see, they should know roughly that he's going to be around this area. He'd always want to fly, he's waiting for the initiation. We do have being put down. Looks like there's going to be run down. Stampede comes out, it's not going to be enough as 2 hits is all it takes to be able to take down that Air Spirit. So 60% damage reduction or not. If you don't use it instantly, then well, the lifesteal will still get the kill. That's also a pretty big cooldown. 60 seconds without the Stampede. You need to be careful if they need to use it only when it actually matters, when you can save people. Dazzle and Earth Spirit, even with 60% damage reduction, I'm sure the lifesteal still has plenty of damage to be able to kill them with a few hits. So troublesome. Pro moves in on the Legion Commander. They do have vision of him. They know he's coming here. And here comes the initiation. Goes in for a storm. They have this silence. They have this Polar Smash as well. And the ultimate comes out from the Troll Wall to make sure that Chappie gets those right clicks off and kills the Legion Commander without having to commit his metamorphosis. Legion, very, very big kills. That is a 5 times mega kill streak ended. In the meantime, the always want to fly will be found. And Maybe kill as well. Chappy goes in, pops his Metamorphosis, wants to go for initiation here. They have Roshan as the next target. As even using the Metamorphosis doesn't matter, as Double Dimension, they will not be able to take the fight without using buybacks. So Roshan will go in the pockets of Team Empire. They go for double buyback. They want to contest it. Are they going to be in time though? They commit the ultimate from FN and look at that damage. Look at the speed. They will pick up the Aegis on someone. Oh, Undershock went in. He stole the Aegis. The Aegis will be taken. Will drop on the Amos in the meantime. Chappy goes for Sundance to Crystallize. Looks like they may still be able to win this fight inside of Team Empire. But they bring down the punch. Buyback comes out from Ghosting, making sure that no one will be killed on the side of Team Empire. They have lost the dash balls, but Chappy still fighting as much as he can. Super is going to be the next one to pull the command. Dives back. The lifesteal will drop down as well, and the Ember Spirit is going to be the only one surviving on the side of Double Dimension. They bought back 2 heroes. They lost both of the heroes again, and this is a very big win for the side of Team Empire. Alright, okay. Undershock goes in, gets a jump onto FN blows up instantly. That's a little bit interesting, but Undershock, he knows his limitations of the hero, and he gets a very nice jump down the troll wall. It will stop the push completely, as they will not be able to take that tier 2 down the mid lane because of that. Either way, the team fight was still won very, very heavily by the side of Team Empires. Now, the net worth lead that DD had previous to this fight is now going to be completely gone. Ghostic, he'll be able to pick up the next item momentarily. We'll go for the 4-star next. He did have to use his buyback, so I guess he didn't get that much gold in the fight. Justin, not really anything on him either. Chappy is the one who got so much net worth in the fight. He has a Skadi completed, and he will now straight up move towards the butterfly. Only needs about 1,000 more gold to complete that. The troll wall is going to be moving towards his BKB finally. About 1,000 more gold before that is done and dusted. Hero Spirit, well, does have 1,000 gold, but both of the supports inside of Team Empire doesn't really have that much net worth or items flying out towards them. It's all about the core heroes. It's all about Chappy is terrible. He's doing so much work in these fights, and as long as he doesn't get killed fast in the fights, he will be able to carry them through what is... I'm just trying to fix Medallion now. Ember Spirit did have that Radiance complete, so Radiance Burn is going to be at least a little bit useful. The Legion Commander next item is actually going to be an that's a curious item to go for, but I guess the idea with this is that, okay, they have a belief that if they can just go on one target, control him with a duel, then they will be able to win the fight, they will be able to kill him. And he doesn't care, you know, as long as the academy setup does so, the duel will continue until one of the 2 heroes is dead. So it can be a bad thing, but if you feel like you're not going to be able to get killed in a situation where you're dueling someone, then I guess having an infinite duel onto someone is not a bad thing. The lifesteal did pick up a bash in the meantime. One of the better ways to try and deal with the Parablade just bashing him. Not a butterfly to worry about, so evasion is going to affect. Evasion is going to be very troublesome. The Parable is now moving towards an Assault Crest. Maybe he should decide to go for something like a Satanic to be able to survive a little bit easier against the Legion Commander, but Assault Crest is definitely not a bad item by any means. It just doesn't really deal that well with the Blade Mill of the Legion Commander, so I guess he will just have to make sure he doesn't get dueled. Let's see, smoke comes out from the side of Team Empire. They're going for a rapid around. They find the life play instantly. Execration comes out. The Sky is doing the work, and look at Chris Life fall. He's going to be dropping down instantly. The hook comes out. Oh, he actually will survive. He got him fast up onto the Legion Commander, so he's not dead quite yet. Always want to fly. Will be taking down the MS Spirit. Got killed as well in the middle of the fight. So I know they killed the lifesteal, but they got 2 very, very big kills either way, and the lifesteal he only got out barely. The best bomb is not really going to be used for anything great, as the lifesteal too low HP to go for another fight, so they will have to go back. They will have to heal up in the meantime. The tier 2 tower in the top lane will be taken down. Mid tower will be denied, so but how much damage Empire can do with that. Metamorphosis is still running for a couple more seconds. They want to go in, they want to take down the tower. If they can at least take the tower, they can try and go for the shrines afterwards. They'll see the tower. Will be fortified. Still 40 seconds without the Ember Spirit. He doesn't have any buyback available. Looks like Empire might actually be able to go for a set of frags. Goes in. 30 seconds to go without any stampede available. They will commit the ultimate from the troll wall, and look at that damage on the buildings. They will take the Melarax down easily with the last seconds of that Metamorphosis. They will now back themselves up, and they got the damage. May not have gotten the range frags, but they don't want to commit and end up losing heroes. As they got the tower, they got the Melarax. Now they can take the shrines. They can try and secure the next Roshan that will spawn in earliest 3 minutes. Double Dimension in the meantime, they're smoked up with Slaughter as well as the life still infested in him. They want to try and find an early initiation. Can they go for the jump onto FN? They go in, they get the jump. Looks like FN is in a little bit in trouble. May actually drop down here. Blue comes out from the Legion Commander as well. And yeah, well, that is going to be a dead. Well, 80 seconds on the sidelines, no buyback available. They may be able to go for a push themselves now.
Invisibility.
Alright, well, nice catch from the side of Double Dimension, but it doesn't really change the fact that they are step by step falling behind into the situation where they cannot take any more fights. Like the Terrible is just way too big at the moment. He's almost 10,000 gold ahead of the lifesteal, which is the highest net worth here in the side of Double Dimension, and it's not looking to end anytime soon. He's almost having that assault crest complete, just 1400 more gold to finish it. The Dazzler has a medallion complete now, so he can help Chappie survive even further. The Troll Wallet, sure, this guy is easy to kill, and the BKB has not been used yet, so that is still going to be available. Chappie goes in, does have his Reflection available, will pop it, does have his Metamorphosis available as well, so he can go for the defense if they need to. The Legion Commander is the one with a double damage on the life will be initiated on him. He comes out, they want to try and initiate on this guy. The life is going to be open, trouble will be slowed up. He does have his Infest available, will go for the Infest onto the Slaughter. The Terrorblade does not want to commit. Right, nice play from Chappie there. He knows that if he commits, they might be able to turn around. They might be able to go for a blink stun on him with the Slaughter and actually kill him. Since the Stampede is on cooldown, you need to not go for a fight. You need the Stampede to be available whenever you try to take a fight. So this time, Double Dimension, they will survive. They will get themselves out of there.
A soldier's fortune.
Water still has that 10-second BKB available. 1,000 gold to go, then he has his blink, so you can go for some initiations. The Centaur does have his force up, moving towards the refresher of next as well. It's all about the Stampede on Centaur nowadays, so having double Stampede is logical. Gem has been picked up at the Earth Spirit as well, and on the side of Double Dimension, let's see, Solar Crest is done in the punch. The Legion Commander is trying to finish up an Assault Crest for his team. He needs about 1,000 more gold before that is done. Very big item to have. And of course, Lifestealer is now moving slowly towards his MKB. Still needs 1,000 more gold before that is done. And now they go for a 4-man smoke gang. The Ember Spirit is the only one not in the area. He's trying to go for a little bit of farm in the top lane. He wants to show himself in the lanes, so this is not going to be an obvious smoke gang. And to finish up his solar, well, what's it called? His Octarine Core. Of his Soul Booster, Octarine Core, that big boy stuff. That taunt. He's playing around with it. He's having fun. Might as well have fun. Well, the Smoke Gang is not really going to do anything. Always want to fly with that infested lifesteal. They're not really getting that much value right now. They can maybe just push the lane, if anything, and that is what they will do. In the meantime, Empire, they're getting a lot of value on the map, just pushing a little bit, getting some vision on the pit as well. In a few seconds, that is going to be the earliest possible respawn. I don't think it's going to be an instant respawn, though. As memory goes with the timing that comes up once in a minute, and indeed 1.5 minutes ago, then Roshan is going to be available. That is going to be the third Roshan of the game as well, so Cheese will be, both teams most likely want to take the fight at that point. Shrine is gone now, so I mean, Empire, they're in a pretty good position to try and secure Roche. They've taken down the enemy shrine. It can maybe try and go for the bottom shrine as well, just to get a little bit of net worth on the map. But now it's just all about securing that you don't lose any heroes. They're staying as a 5-man unit. They know that if anyone dies, they could just give up Roshan for free to the side of Double Dimensions. So they do not want this to be possible for Double Dimensions to punish. See? Around. Big, staying very close to his course. Effort sitting behind the troll as well. And Chappie is the one leading the charge. He's the tankiest of them all. We'll go for the tier 1 on the bottom and they will take that down easily, as there's no box backdoor protection available anymore. And they can also the tier 2 tower, just make sure that there's no more outer towers left standing from the side of Double Dimension. We can take the shrine as well. In the meantime, there's one terrible illusion finishing it off easily. Like they might even try and pressure high ground just to see if was the Legion Commander back to the bases. They want to make sure they see everyone inside of Double Dimension before they make a decision, but no, Chappie, he pops his Metamorphosis, he wants to go and he wants to do the damage, and look at that tower fall. It's just taking seconds and it's down. He wants to go in, he wants to go for the Millerax as well. Look like that is going to be taken down easily. Fortification comes out, he goes for the hook on the punch, but only hook for the now. Rush will be taken down. They will not fight in position. They will go in for the rapid round. In the meantime, the Light will be killed with the starter as well, as they found the jump on them before they could go for the initiation with that infest bomb. The starter will go for a buyback. The Light does not have a buyback available. In the meantime, they lost the bottom set of frag. And Legion goes in, goes for the duel, but this is not going to be happening as the Terrorblade is way too big. He will win the duel. Thunder comes out on always wanna fly. He will get the win. And Gray will keep him alive for a little bit longer. Will go for the jump. He will go for the kill on the Ember Spirit as well. He may be taken down by this tower in the meantime, but no, he gets a fireman death. On the side of Double Dimension, FN got 4 kills. May be able to get a Rampage as he pops his ultimate. He will be the one finishing it off. Rampage on FN. As they will go for a fireman death wipe on the side of Double Dimension. They will lose everyone, and GG WellPlay will be called a Team Empire. They finally managed to turn it completely around us. Even though Double Dimension, they seem to be in control of the game from the beginning. Team Empire, they kept on fighting. And the later the game went on, the more Team Empire looked like they could take the win. And indeed, that is how it ends up. The Terrorblade late game, the Troll Wall fitting so well together and doing so much